Greetings, good people. I am back. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time of the day you are watching this video. Welcome. So, if you haven't heard by now, Young Thug was caught talking about Glorilla. All right. So, if you're unaware, this past week, all of Young Thug's jail calls from when he was locked up have been circulating online. All right. So Glorilla is just one of many that Young Thug had private conversations or seemingly private conversations about on the phone with his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist. Okay. So he talked about Gunna, Lil Durk, Kendrick Lamar, P of Quality Control, the record label, and now Glorilla. All right. So he brought her up during a conversation that he was having with his girlfriend, Mariah the Scientist. He brings up Glorilla and questions why people say that she's pretty, right? And he pretty much goes into saying that she's ugly as F, in his opinion. He said that he would never pursue her. Mariah, she starts to say, oh, well, you think so? You know, people say that she looks like Rihanna, and he jokes and says she looks like Brianna, all right? Now, Mariah's response has got people looking at her sideways, saying that she is encouraging Young Thug to talk disparagingly about Glorilla, but she was just smiling up in Glorilla's face not that long ago. All right. So let's get into the audio. I'm pretty sure you've heard it by now. But let's listen to it again. Like to hear it? Here it go.
I saw the girl, Gorilla. She,
Yeah.
why do people say she pretty? That be ugly as fuck.
You think she ugly?
You said it. Like, yeah, they say she ain't ugly. Niggas be saying she ain't ugly. That bitch ain't nothing.
They be saying she look like Rihanna.
Man, be like goddamn Brianna.
Oh,
Man, watch that.
man.
She look like Rihanna. Long ass, bullshit ass wig, skinny shit. Goddamn, big ass head, big mouth. Man, watch out. It's crazy. They probably niggas really running around sneaking with a tooth in the henna.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure some other niggas in her DM and stuff. Probably. You know, but I be feeling like sometimes a lot of niggas like that, it'll be like, if the girl was regular and you weren't trying to fuck with the girl, you know, it's just like she got a number one song and, you know.
Niggas just like, oh, let hit her. Man, bitch ain't talking about nothing. I will not pursue her at all, ever. Man, watch out. Watch out. That shit ain't nothing. All the shit I seen about her. Seen a video of walking past, just big ass mouth, just like always laughing. Look at that bitch. You look funny. She look funny. Man, the girl look funny, man. Who the hell who trying to smack this? Man, you got me thinking like Trippie Redd or some shit and trying to hit her. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no.
Man, Trippie Redd done cuffed this girl.
Let me tell y'all something. When I first heard this audio, the first thing that I thought about when he kept saying that she's ugly and talking about her facial features and saying I would never pursue her. The first thing that I thought about is he probably tried to get with her and she dissed him. Because how is it that you're on the phone with your girlfriend, not only calling another girl ugly, but you're talking about all of her facial features. So you are paying very close attention to this girl for someone who you think is ugly. Well, Glorilla seemingly responded after this audio circulated online. And she responded with a post online that reads, mind you, this the same ninja blowing my phone up to ask what color my eyes is. LMAOOO. And I said, see, I knew it. Okay. I knew it. So apparently, according to Glorilla, he was hitting her jack, trying to sweet talk her. And, you know, I think Mariah, considering the situation, she probably was just trying to pacify her man who was behind bars, who had nothing but time but to gossip with his girl. And Young Thug probably thought that, nobody's gonna hear this. I ain't saying nothing illegal or incriminating. So yeah, I'm just gonna have, gossip time, tea time with my girl. It also made me look at Mariah the Scientist sideways, because why are you entertaining and condoning this? And your antennas didn't go off. I would have been like, why you feel so comfortable talking to me about another girl's facial features, and if you wouldn't pursue her or not? You're on the phone with your girlfriend. Maybe they have that type of relationship. Only God knows, okay? But I'm so glad that Glorilla responded, because again, it just confirmed. That's why I waited to give commentary on this, because I wanted to see what else was going to come out. But I said to myself, nah, you tried to holler at her. And he kept saying, who would smack that? Meaning, who would have sex with that? You would. If she gave you the time of day, you most certainly would. First of all, even entertaining the thought of Glorilla being ugly is stupid. Glorilla is not an ugly girl. And I don't know why adults think that calling someone ugly gives you some sort of I don't know, makes you feel good about yourself. I think that's lowbrow and it's juvenile. Like, how old are we calling people ugly? Weird. Okay. Now, there were people who were giving their commentary and opinions and in the comments saying that Young Thug has no room to talk. I'm not going to stoop that low and talk about his physical appearance. I understand why they say that, but I'm not going to talk about his physical appearance. Okay. Now, what did Young Thug do? He apologized. He said, at Glow the Official, first of all, I'm sorry to you for my words, and I honestly don't think you're ugly at all. I was speaking from jail, just having a hard time with life. I don't like bashing girls and hardly ever did. I'm sorry to you, twin. Of course you apologize, because you felt embarrassed. You know why you felt embarrassed? Because she dropped the bomb. You was in her, hitting her phone trying to holler at her. And I wholeheartedly believe Glorilla. I really, really do. This is no different from when men try to holler at girls, and you don't give them the time of day. And then all of a sudden you become a ugly, bad body built, be this, that, and the third thing. Or when men are rejected by women, they start to get very violent and aggressive. We've seen that across social media. So this is no different. And I think he did the right thing by apologizing publicly. I don't think Glorilla was fazed or affected by it. Now, Miss Mariah, people are looking at you sideways, like I said, because this was Glorilla and Mariah the Scientist performing together with Glorilla on stage right after the phone call leaked. So this is interesting. So people are calling Mariah the Scientist two-faced. They saying she phony. Some people are saying, well, Glorilla knew that Young Thug was trying to holler at her, and she got on stage with Mariah the Scientist. Let me tell you something. What was Glorilla supposed to say? Was Glorilla supposed to show her her phone and say, look, your man is hollering at me? Just think for a second. A lot of these women know what type of men they're dating, and they know that their men dibble, dabble, creep, cheat, all that good stuff. What they don't want is they don't want you to know that they know that their man is cheating and creeping. So there wasn't anything for Glorilla to really say. I don't think Glorilla had any animosity toward Mariah the Scientist. She showed her love. So I don't think Glorilla looks two-faced or phony. Now, Mariah the Scientist, on the other hand, I don't know if I would call her two-faced or phony, but I can understand why people are looking at her sideways. I think she should have shut that down. Like I said, I wouldn't date a man or any man that I dated talking to me about how another girl looks. That's a red flag to me, because trust me, they'll make you, these men will make you think that they ain't interested in the next girl. Trust and believe. They will call her all types of names. They will say all types of disparaging things about her and be trying to holler at her behind your back. Tell me I'm lying in the comments. I know I ain't lying. So these men will smack anything. Okay, and they'll to make you feel better about yourself, they'll tell you how ugly they think this person is, and I don't like her, and she got a wig and her big mouth and nose and teeth, just like Young Thug did. And he apologized quick when Glorilla said, not you, the same one who's blowing up my phone. Ladies, beware. Beware, beware, beware. Now, Mariah the Scientist released her album. I think this was her third or second album, and it is doing very well. So I read, but you don't hear much about it because of all of this drama that's circulating around the internet with Young Thug, and I think that sucks. I think that absolutely positively sucks. It's like this drama is overtaking or overshadowing her accomplishment, her recent project that again seems to be doing very well, is being well received online. People are feeling it. Good music, good project is what's being said, and nobody's really talking about it like that. Like it's not in the mainstream. I think it hit number one on the R&B charts. I think I read that somewhere. I don't know how true that is, but all of that is being overshadowed by your boyfriend who you was keying with on a jail call. But I mean, listen, he didn't think that these calls would be released. He has the right to have his opinion. If he thinks Glorilla is ugly, that's solely his opinion. But we don't think Glorilla's ugly, and I'm glad that he took the initiative to apologize. I just think that this is so funny. Somebody really has it out for Young Thug, because I'm telling you, these calls are like every time I turn around, there's a new jail call. Most recently, he was talking about Andre 3000, saying that he don't do nothing for nobody. So somebody is aiming to embarrass Young Thug, and I think that their mission has been accomplished. I don't even, honestly, I don't even want to hear anymore. I don't want to hear any more jail calls from Young Thug. Good grief. He pissed somebody off. Anyway, what I would like you to do is drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Do you think Glorilla is ugly? I'm sure you're going to say no. What do you think about Mariah the Scientist and Young Thug having a conversation about Glorilla? Do you think it's a red flag when a man that you're dating, your boyfriend, whatever, brings up another girl out of the blue and talks about how ugly she is? Is that not a red flag? Drop down in the comments and let me know. All right, y'all, I'm signing off for now, but I will be back. And until then, I will talk to you later.